Section 6.2 is calculating the total purchase price. So in the last section, we learned how to calculate sales tax. And that was like using the subtotal and then using that to calculate the sales tax. Today, we're gonna calculate the total purchase price, which is taking that total selling price and then adding in the sales tax. So yesterday, we talked about, or the previous lesson, we talked about how you have a subtotal, a tax, and then you have the total. And this would be like at the bottom of a Walmart receipt. So like if you look at the bottom of any receipt, sometimes you'll see like subtotal, and then you'll see tax, and then you'll see total. So the subtotal just means take everything that's being bought and add it together. And then tax is the amount of tax. You take the subtotal and you multiply it times the rate, and then the total is just adding these two things together. So once you find the subtotal and the tax amount, you add them together, that gives you your total. So let's look and see what that looks like. We have a store advertised a game for $24.95 and a remote control for $39.95. We want to know what the sales tax is if the combined city and state rate is 6%. And then we want to calculate the total purchase price. So first thing we want to do is calculate the total selling price. Remember, this is kind of like your subtotal. So we have a game for $24.95, and we have a remote control for $39.95. So I believe that subtotal would be $64.90. So now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to calculate the sales tax. So we're going to take that $64.90 and we're going to multiply it times our tax rate, which is 6%. And in this case, there's only the one because the state and the city have already been combined. So we're going to take that $64.90 and we're going to multiply it times 6%. So that's 0.06. And we get a total of 3.894. And so remember, we only want to the nearest penny, so we have to look at this one to decide whether or not we need to round. And since this is not above 5, we can keep this. So the tax amount is $3.89. So then to find the total purchase price, remember this is subtotal, this is tax, the total is just adding these two things together. So for the total purchase price, we're going to take that $64.90, we're going to add the $3.89 in. So we get a total of $68.79.